Hello, guerreras and guerreros.
This is Laura.
And Alex.
And today we're going to talk about my trip to Niseko. So this place is a place of a lot of snow. So with that being said, let's get this show on the road. All right, everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. So maybe you may have already had a sneak peek about this topic when we were talking about Tokyo, because I mentioned a little very exciting piece. And that is that Niseko was a place where I experienced an onsen for the first time. So if you didn't hear it, it's in Tokyo. I will summarize it really quickly now, and then I'll share a lot more about that trip. But one of my favorite experiences that we have had, and I say we because it's me and my family have had, has been visiting this really awesome, maybe for those of you that have an idea of like Japan prefectures, this is in Hokkaido. So you will hear a lot about like Hokkaido, and a lot of snow is like what they're very famous for. So this place, Niseko, is like a snowboarder's paradise. Like when we went, we were on a bus and we had a whole bunch of like snowboarders and skiers, like talking away about like, oh, I've been to the Colorado mountains like for snowboarding, and I've been to like New Zealand and Australia and like all of these like super famous like snowboarding and skiing resorts. But they said Niseko was like on their bucket list, like to go, since for a long time, like as I'm hearing them, right, I'm thinking like, wow, this is my first time learning how to ski and how to snowboard. And I actually skiing, sorry, I didn't snowboard, but skiing. And how lucky am I that this is a place where a lot of these people like built up to go, and I'm over here like learning for the first time. Anyways, this is what it's known for. So if you guys, if it may sound familiar, it may be because this is the place where a lot of super famous like snowboarding people that love it go to. So my experience, to summarize it from the other podcast that we did in Tokyo, we kind of sprinkled it in there, but should I go more in detail or less in detail?
I feel like you should go in detail, because if it's that famous and well known, then maybe people who are interested in going,
okay,
things and that maybe they should know.
Okay, so I will go maybe in more detail in because I did really just like talk about it briefly in that last episode, but for you all who haven't heard about hot springs in Japan and are curious about them, so I spoke about it a little bit in the Tokyo trip, more detail now. So it is when you go into hot water, so it's like a jacuzzi, but it's natural hot water outside, and you have to go, this is like the part where it turns off a lot of Americans, naked. So
in the nude?
In the nudes.
In the nudes. But will you, like, is there a volcano nearby? Like, what heats up this water?
It is heated up by volcanoes. So the water, I don't know, like, how it all works, like, from the inside of, like, the core or whatever, but it's basically because it's near a volcano and it's a hot spring. And so then it's just, like, really warm water, but it's...
So all natural, basically.
It is very natural, and it is also not hot enough where like a human cannot go, obviously, like people go there all the time. But it's like people believe there's a lot of really great minerals within that water that also help you like really relax. So it's very famous for Japanese people to do, but a lot of Americans are like, oh, you have to be naked? Like, oh, that's so weird. And it honestly, for me even, it was like a weird concept, like, to go, but it's something that I wanted to do to like immerse myself in the culture. So that is an onsen. They're everywhere in Japan, but specifically in Niseko, what makes it so beautiful is that you are in this hot water outside and there's so much snow like around you. It's so beautiful. So I will say there is, so in case you're wondering, there's a girls and a guys, girls and a guys section. So it's not the same place. So you can, be maybe a little bit more comfortable about that. And there are, I should also say, there are some that have both, actually, that both men and women can go in. But the one I went was separate, like girls and then boys. And then another thing that's important for Americans to know, because this affected me, was there's restrictions if you have tattoos. So some onsens will not let you go in if you have a tattoo. So I actually, weirdly enough, I'm the calmest one from all my sisters, and I'm the only one that has a tattoo. And so certain aunts do not allow people to go in there.
Wait, tie the tattoo back to your Sailor Moon.
Oh my gosh.
Fanatic.
This is embarrassing. But I do have a Sailor Moon tattoo. No, sorry, not a Sailor Moon tattoo. I have a moon tattoo with stars. And yes, it is part of my love for Sailor Moon. And like actually the solar system in general. That's why I also love, in the Tokyo episode, I talked about Team Slab. Or I think I called it Planet Tokyo, but it's the formal name is called Team Slab. And it's Planet Tokyo, and it's also about, like, the planets and stuff. So anyways, I'm, like, a huge fanatic about the solar system, and I also love Sailor Moon. So hence the moon and stars tattoo in my stomach, which, by the way, I don't show anybody anymore. I joke around because ever since I had Lily, I say it was a crescent moon, but now it's a full moon.
Oh my gosh, stop it. I told her, show it to me. No, it still has vibrant colors. Like I said, it seriously looks like you got a touch up. She did.
We were playing a game, and one of the things was about people that have tattoos, and she's like, oh yeah, you have a tattoo. She's like, show it to me. I haven't seen it
in a while. Sure enough, like, bright colors, still super vibrant.
But I need to tell people this. I feel like this is important. I do regret getting my tattoo because it was super pointless. First of all, I am a wuss. As maybe you all know, I'm a super cautious person. And when I got the tattoo, I think I was 18 or I had just turned 18 or I had just turned 19. I can't remember. But I went with a friend who...
I was there telling her, are you sure you're going to do this?
Were you there?
Yes.
I do not remember.
And she was sweating.
Okay.
Like bullets.
Oh my gosh. Maybe you were there, but you don't have to share.
Yes, you were sweating bullets. I remember.
Okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter if I was sweaty or not. People don't care about that. Do you guys want to know? Should I say my tattoo story? Okay. Just super quick. I went in there like an idiot, like... My friend, who will remain nameless, but you know who you are, she was like, oh, we should get a tattoo together. It doesn't hurt a lot. I already have one tattoo. I was in high school. She's like, I already have one tattoo, and it doesn't hurt a lot. You should get one too. And I was like, okay, all dumb. And I go into the tattoo place, and then he draws like I said, I want a crescent moon and I want stars. So he draws it, but it's not the way I wanted it. But back then, I was so shy to say, like, oh, that's not how I wanted.
Stop.
I know. I never told you this because I knew you were going to be so
I would have
pissed.
been so mad at you.
I know. That's why I never told you. And you can't get mad at me in front of everybody, so I'm telling you now. So then I literally look at it, and, it's like a moon like this, and then it has, like, stars like this, like, kind of like an upside down, kind of like 7. But I didn't want it that way. I wanted the stars to be, like, flowing like out of the moon, not like sharp. And he said, is this what you want based on your description? And I was like, yes.
Oh my gosh. So kids, do not get a tattoo.
Do not get a tattoo. Like, honestly, like,
unless you really want it and
you're not mature enough to like even really verbalize what you want. Okay, I should speak for myself. I was not.
Do not get a tattoo if you are not going to speak up and say exactly what you want.
Exactly. And I just told him, and I literally thought in my head, I'm so dumb. I was like, yeah, like sarcastic, right? In my head only. I was like, yeah, sure. It's not like it's permanent or anything.
Oh my goodness. You should have said that out loud, girlie.
I know. But okay. Anywho, you
live and you learn, right?
Yes, you live and you learn. I end up getting this tattoo who my friend said was not painful. It was the most painful experience of my life. It's literally like so many tiny little needles piercing your skin. And then the taking care of it period that comes afterwards is more painful. To this day, like I do not have the ability to sleep on my left side where the tattoo is, because when I first got it, it was so painful. They told me I couldn't, because it's literally like your skin is being like peeled off. Like they said, try to sleep on this side so that it doesn't hurt you. So I would always sleep on this side. And to this day, like I have to sleep on this side because I remember how painful it was to sleep on this side.
Did you tell them exactly where you got it? It's like close to your ribs.
Yeah, it's like a little bit on my ribs. And so, yes, that is why it was so painful, because it's like literally on the bone. I don't know why I listened to my friend. Sorry, I love you still, friend. I'm still friends with her, by the way. still one of my really good friends, but I guess her pain tolerance is just higher than mine.
Well, just know that now there's so much advanced technology that you could probably get it removed.
Never. I heard it hurts more.
Ouch.
So
never mind. Cross that out.
So I'm stuck with it. But anyways, going back to Japan, I feel like I go.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So, we got sidetracked. But that was an important thing for them to
Niseko.
know about you. Because
yes. An important thing about Niseko, and not just Niseko, like honestly, all of Japan. So for anybody that wants to visit Japan or is going to visit me, just know that tattoos are super frowned upon in Japan. They are not common. They are correlated to the Yakuza. I think I'm saying it right, but it's basically like the Japanese mafia.
Oh, wow.
So that's why, like, even it's so not funny, but it's so interesting that even in like the theme parks, like we go to some theme parks, they say no tattoos, and then it has like a man showing his tattoo with like an angry face, kind of like evil. Like they correlate it to someone like bad or evil. But anyway,
interesting. So we were wearing sunglasses at Six Flags. We took the kids when she came to visit, and she's like, did you know that in Japan they don't wear sunglasses? I'm like, they don't wear sunglasses. How do they protect their eyes?
They don't. I guess they don't. Like, honestly, think about it. Do we really need them? Well, I guess I don't know, but I guess we do need them. But I asked like a local Japanese person, like, why Japanese people don't wear glasses, and the person said, sunglasses. And then they said, I always thought that Americans had weak eyes. That's why they don't wear sunglasses. I mean, that's why they wear sunglasses. And I was like, wait, no, like don't you all need them? Mainly people say only for driving. Like if the sun is hitting their face, they will wear sunglasses. But I guess it's like one of also going back to like the gangsters, like they're the ones that used to wear sunglasses. So it's not really seen as something common. And also it's celebrity status. So it kind of implies, this is from like talking to different people, that you are a show off.
Really?
Yeah. So like if you see sunglasses, like they may be like, oh, that's an American or a foreigner. Because they're wearing sunglasses. It's not common. Like it's not common. Even in the summer, when I was there for the summer, it is not common to see people with sunglasses.
That's interesting.
But anyway.
So wait, if a foreigner wears them, I mean, they're just going to probably give you the side eye.
I mean, it's not a side eye. It's just like, oh, I guess because they're foreigners are wearing it. It's more like not judgy, but yeah, kind of like, oh, I guess like. Maybe it's like the foreigners that think they're celebrities. Like maybe that's what they think. I don't know. We'll ask somebody who's actually Japanese if that's what they think. But that's from like talking to several people about this. Like when I think of something that's culturally different, I ask people about it. I don't know if that's like common for them to ask so many questions, but that's what I gathered from like talking to so many people. It's kind of like supposed to be celebrity status. Like you kind of think you're all that kind of.
Wow.
So
okay, but back to snowboarding and the beautiful snow. I did want to add that the way she described the snow to me, and even when you, I think you did like a reel where you like kind of splashed the snow.
Oh yeah.
It looks so fluffy. Like I swear, like cotton balls. Like I can't explain it.
No, honestly, when I was a weirdo because I have, we're from the valley. Like first of all, what is the valley,
and
girl?
We have to clarify where the valley is.
Rio
like
Grande
McAllen,
Valley.
Texas, Rio Grande Valley, because a lot of people think
California Valley. No. It's like the Rio Grande Valley, like Mission, McAllen,
30
Texas.
minutes away from the border.
Yes, super close to Texas. I'm sorry, super close to Mexico. But in like me, like think about that, like girl that never saw snow. I think it flaked once. Like that was not even real snow. And then like going into Sapporo or Hokkaido, which is like known for their snow, and seeing like piles and piles of snow. It was shocking to me. So I was a weirdo that was like had a glove on, and I would literally go like this and like put the snowflakes like so close to my eye so I can see the little, like they're literally like, I don't know who doesn't know this. I don't know. Maybe everybody knows this. Maybe I was the only one that didn't know. But like in the movies with the snowman and Christmas and their snowflakes, like literally that is how snow looks when it's like super close to you. Like I always thought it was just like a little ball. No, they literally look like they're just so tiny. And I would like literally grab it and like look at all the different snowflakes. And then I would do this, and it was so dry. Like that's why the snowboarders love it, because that snow,
it's real snow.
It is like soft to fall in.
Prestige.
So if you like are snowboarding and you're like, and you fall down, like you are falling in the most softest snow. It's not going to hurt it is going to hurt, but it's not going to hurt as bad. It's like falling into pillows. Like it's so soft. So that's why so many snowboarders love it. It's like the best dry snow. Like that's what I kept hearing on the bus.
Wait, for people who have kids, did they have like little kid lessons for the kids?
They did. Lily went on, she had a skiing. I was going to say snowboarding, but it was skiing lesson. And she did so good. Like the teacher said that she cried in the beginning, then she stopped crying and she was doing so good. She was like learning how to go down her skis do
they speak English or is it?
Yes, the lady spoke English. Like you have to ask, so it has to be a private lesson because not everybody speaks English. So you have to ask for like the special session and reserve it. And then like they showed Lily how to like point her like skis. And the lady said she did good until she saw my husband who was trying to spot her from far away snowboarding. And then he took a video of her. And then when Lily saw him, she said that she started to cry.
Aw.
I know.
But I will say this about my little niece again, show off again about her, but brag about her. She already speaks Japanese. Like there's words that she'll say in Japanese. And I think it's the cutest thing ever. Tell them what it means and what she says.
She says like very common Japanese words, but that are very useful. Like, thank you. She says, arigato gozaimasu. Like I will tell her like, say Japanese words like to her grandma, like tell grandma you know Japanese. She'll go, arigato gozaimasu. Like even with a little accent. And her favorite word in Japanese is sumimasen, which means excuse me, because she's always in everybody's way.
She's always so bumping into people.
She's always bumping into people and like trying to squeeze in between people. And she's like, sumimasen.
I love her.
When she was cute. When she was first learning like some basic Japanese, so she would merge English and Japanese, like the funnest one. And I did post about it in a story on Instagram at Driven Latinas. It was, it combined excuse me and sumimasen, and her word was excuse-masen. Excuse-masen.
I love it.
Excuse-masen.
So but anyways, I was telling my sister, like, when she comes back after the 3 years, she'll be trilingual. She'll know Spanish, English, and Japanese. So
yeah, I think so. I think she'll learn Japanese faster than me because they're little sponges right now. Like I'm really struggling because of memorizing, but I feel like she's in that stage where she could the window of opportunity is what they call it, like where she can learn a lot. But okay, so back to the onsen. So women's, men's, you go in, you take a bath, you rinse off like anything. Remember, you have to call in if you have a tattoo, or not call, but check the website to see if that it's okay. This one was okay, so I was able to go in. Shower, go into like a jacuzzi area that has to kind of like fix your temperature before like your heart rate before you go outside in the cold, and then you get into the water. I didn't share this with earlier, but I went with my daughter. So Lily got to experience it too. And I thought it was going to be a huge problem for her because
the cold and the hot.
Like the cold, the hot, and she doesn't like really hot water. But no, she loved it. She would go and grab snow and then she would immerse it in the water. And then it would have like these little crystals that would be shaped different. And she would like, Mommy, this looks like a teddy bear. Mommy, this looks like the moon.
And so because it's so shallow, like you didn't have to worry too much about.
No, not at all. Like the water was not covering her head or even like her neck. It was like lower. So it was perfect. I will say that like once I got comfortable and I realized that nobody was looking, I was like embracing it full on. And there was a time when it started to snow. And first of all, it was steaming, right? Because it's like super hot and then it's cold. So there's like steam. That was so amazing, beautiful to look at in the snow. And then my other favorite part was when it started snowing, literally snowing. And I was just like, literally I did this with my arms. So gathering like the snowflakes on my body because it was like I was really hot because of the onsen, but the hot water. But then it was falling in my face and I was just like, oh, this feels amazing. So I will say that was the best experience I have ever had in Japan. Like,
you have to go in depth about the skiing. Like the snow.
Okay.
Tell me, did you even try it? Did you?
So I tried skiing for the first time ever, and it was so funny. I just kept falling down because I don't know what to do. So my friend was helping me. She was telling me like, do this, do that. And then like she would help put on my skis. And then it was so funny because she was like, okay, now go down. So I was going down the hill, but I was trying to stay close to the ground in case I fell. But apparently she told me later that by staying lower to the ground, I was going faster.
Oh, so my gosh.
Because it's like, you know, like in the Olympics when you see them like go a little bit, like their butts a little bit down and then they're going like this. Well, just imagine without me going like this, I was just going down with my butt down. And I was like, Choo!
Oh my gosh, you were darting through the...
And then I couldn't stop. So I was like, I had to force myself to fall backwards. And then she, like, the hardest part about skiing, oh my God, because I know some of you may not have ever been, it's putting on the boots was like literally a whole workout on its own. I was already sweating, like putting on the skis. Like, first of all, you put on the boots. That's a pain also. And then you put on the skis. And then I literally felt like I was working out because you have to like push it in and then push it down. And then it won't stick all the time. So you have to keep doing it and keep doing it. I told my friend, I give up. I haven't even started. I give up. And she's like, no, you cannot give up. So finally the skis are on. I fall down because I don't know what I'm doing. Then the next hardest thing is getting up. Literally, like my legs felt like scissors because they were so long. So I couldn't get up. My poor friend, like I literally felt like I was just flailing like this with my skis, and my friend was like, come on, we can get you up. We can get you up. And then she would like push, and I felt so bad. I feel like I was giving her a workout trying to pick me up. And then there was one time I fell. It was like the second time. And I just literally was like, no, I'm not going to get up. I cannot get up anymore. I had no strength anymore. So I just like laid down in the snow, and I told her, I was like, just go. Like, just go. Just leave me here. Go with your family. Leave me alone. Like, I'm never going to get up again. And she's like, come on. Anyways, I ended up getting up after being dramatic. And then I was nearing the end of the little hill. By the way, this was a little hill because I was practicing. And then I was about to bump into somebody. And so I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, literally, just imagine me going like the slowest possible. And I'm going down like this. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So my friend gets in front of me. So that way she stops me because she knows how to stop and I don't. So then she like goes in front of me. And then I like somehow like our skis were like this. So like they're wrapped in like into like my skis. And then her skis are like in between my skis. Like because she was trying to slow me down. But she's facing the other way. So she got in front of me like that. So her back is like towards me. So then I'm just like, I'm going to hit you. She's like, it's okay. So I end up hugging her like this. And she's in front of me. And then we're going down the hill, super slow, by the way. But it feels so fast in my head. And then I'm hugging her. And then she goes, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And then I was like, I never thought we would end up like the Titanic.
All going down the hill.
Super slow.
But do they have those swings that they...
Yes, I didn't get in it. I was too scared.
What do they call them?
Ski lifts.
But you didn't get on it?
No. I chickened out. She's like, come on, let's
What about the enclosed ones that are...
Oh, yeah, I went on that one.
Oh, good.
That one was I don't remember what they're called. My Canadian friends would help me with this, but I can't remember.
But you at least got to go through...
Yeah, gondola. They're called gondolas.
See.
So we went on the gondola with Lily and everybody, but I didn't do the ski lifts. I was too scared.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it either.
I mean, it's not that high, they say, but I'm still really scared about it.
For people who are experienced, like you said, they would have a blast. But like, again, for us, we were raised in the Rio Grande Valley.
Don't go your first time. Don't travel all the way to Japan to do the best snowboarding thing ever. One thing I regret that my friend told me but I didn't get was that she said you need to practice like I don't know if you remember, but in my stories I had gone not to Niseko, to another snow place before Niseko, before the super fluffy snow. I had gone to like Takusa, or I can't remember the name. It starts with a T. That was only 2-hour drive from where I live north. And we went there, and my husband went to practice because her family was there practicing too. So I didn't understand that. Like, why am I practicing? Well, it's so that you can take full advantage of the real good quality snow when you're there. So yo de mensa, like, go with, I go without just like learning for the first time ever. I didn't get to enjoy it because I was on the floor the whole time.
Well, Okay, let's be real.
Yeah. I'm never going to learn.
No, she could learn. I'm just saying, let's be real. My sister, when we were growing up,
yeah, I am.
My brother and I, like, I was the hugest tomboy, so I would be climbing things and climbing trees and riding bikes, falling off, getting scraped, and I'd be like, come on, join us. Get on. And she would sit on the steps, and I have like a clear image of her just sitting on the steps, and she would say, no, but I am going to tell Mom if you guys go. And then she would tattletale everything that we would do. But
for sure.
She never wanted to get hurt. You know, she was very careful and always took care of herself.
I was so bad at tattletelling. I would literally wait for her to do something bad. Like, I knew she was going to do something bad, and I would just wait. And then, okay, she's doing it. Let me go tell her.
Yeah, and she would run to my mom, and my mom was already used to it. So it was like the boy who cried wolf. So my mom would just kind of like shrug it off, and then.
I know, she never took me seriously.
But my point is that she just has
I'm a scary cat. Like, I never do anything like
that could possibly get her hurt. Like,
no, I'm not super cautious. I don't like roller coasters for that reason. Also, I have a weak stomach. But this is the thing.
My point is that maybe you might be able to learn.
No,
to do it.
You won't. Learn in regular, boring snow, and then go to Niseko and enjoy the very nice snow. And then also hydrate, because the sun, if it's snowing and the sun's out, it literally burns you.
Really?
Like if you're in the beach. Yes, I feel like that's another thing people need to know. Like, you will, like, you know how people wear, like, I never understood, why are you in the snow and you're wearing goggles? Like, what? Or sunglasses. It's because you get sunburned from the snow. The snow is so white that when the sun hits, it's like a mirror. Like, it's reflecting the snow in your face.
So that's why they're protecting you.
Yes, hydrate. Take sunglasses if you don't want to wear the goggles all day. And also, I have no regrets, even though I fell so many times, and it was really fun, actually. Like, that was one of the funniest moments that I have had, like, falling down.
Especially you guys doing Titanic all the way down the hills.
Especially that. I couldn't stop laughing for days. Like, I would remember that moment. I was like, I didn't think I was going to end up here, like, Titanic moment. But that was, I don't have no regrets, because I didn't want to, you know, I'm a scary cat, even try skiing. I told my friend, I was like, I don't want to do it. And she's like, do you really want to come to Niseko and look back and think I could have skied in the best snow in the world and not did it?
That's right. And that's why, you know, you got to give it a try. And like I said, I give her such props, because she is very, very, very cautious when it comes to anything that could possibly get her hurt. And the fact that she did it, like, you can do it too.
Yeah, for sure. You can do it too, but go more prepared than me. Learn from my mistakes. All right, that's all we have for today, but just wanted to say, remember, somos hermanas, and together we are Driven Latinas.